What's up, y'all? This is episode 2 of my Q&A with your boy Raj Mahal. I got my boy fucking yeah, we just out here. We just finished shooting a music video today for our next single called So Bad. And shit gonna come out next month. And yeah, we had a lot of fun shooting that today. Yeah, I got some questions. I kind of did this last minute, so I was surprised I even got this many questions. But yeah, you got a substantial amount, so we gonna get it cracking. All right, first question. This first question is actually from my dad. Actually, he said, "What are the 3 mistakes from your past that you have learned from, and how have they made you a better person?" Um, I guess like mistakes that I made in my past. I can't think of like specific mistakes, but like just mistakes that I know I've made in the past. Just I think just like not being patient with myself, and then kind of just feeling like I have to um just feeling like I have to like do something at like a certain time. So for instance, like music, I always felt like I had to like do it at a certain time or like I would be irrelevant. But then it's just like, man, like everybody like people can go at their own pace and like they'll make it to the end of the journey when it's time for them to make it there. And I feel like for me personally, I had to go through my trials and tribulations because I feel like I'm destined for big things. So there's a lot of things I needed to learn about myself. There's a lot of things I need to learn about certain types of people in order for me to get to where I need to be. And I'll get there in due time. Other mistakes, just well, this is more from when I started to like understand myself as a man, as a human being. Um, just being able to like calm my temper, because I used to have a temper, and like I've learned to master that, or not really master, but to domesticate it. You know what I mean? Not fully like take it out, but like I learned how to like keep it under control, so and just learn how to just not let shit get to me like that. You know what I mean? Because like there's so many things, there's so many people out here that can annoy me, that can annoy anybody else. But it's just like, man, like we at the end of the day, we choose our reaction to it, and I always try to choose to like not let shit get to me anymore. So it is what it is. Another mistake, giving people benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? Because there's this one saying on Facebook that said, stop forgiving people so much because motherfuckers know what they're doing. And I was just like, yeah, like that is very true. Like a lot of people know what they're doing. You know what I mean? It's just when they get caught, that's when they just like, oh, blah blah blah, yeah, whatever. But yeah, those are just 3 mistakes from my past I can think of right now. It's kind of on the spot, but yeah. Next question. um, what is your favorite meal to cook up? Uh, Shit, nigga, fucking. There's plenty of meals, man. Like, I like making grilled cheese sandwiches because I feel like I can make a bomb grilled cheese sandwich. I kind of like mastered. I kind of figure out the science behind not burning the bread. How to like, you gotta butter it and you gotta fucking, you know, keep. I like to keep it at 30 seconds per side. So like 30 seconds on one side, then flip it 30 seconds on that side, and then I just keep flipping it to my liking. And then yeah, throw some fucking shrimp on there or prawn. Throw some prawns on there. Some red Leicester cheese, some avocado. What else do I throw on there? You can throw some mushrooms on there. You can throw whatever, man. You can throw whatever. I like making pasta. Um, I don't know. I just experiment with so much shit when I'm cooking. So like I treat cooking like music. You know what I mean? Like this possibilities are endless. There's no like right or wrong way to like make anything. It's kind of just like, well, if you like it or not, that's all that matters at the end of the day. If the person that you're cooking for, or people that you're cooking for, like it or not, that's all that matters at the end of the day. So, yeah, I don't really have a favorite meal, but I do love to cook. There's things I want to learn how to make more like Haitian because I'm Haitian and Jamaican. So like I want to learn how to make more, like traditional Jamaican food and Haitian food. So like that's next on my list. So once I have my own little family, I can cook for them. Motherfuckers be eating good. Next question. Are you enjoying how the scene has been changing with rap becoming bigger? Um, yeah and no, I guess. Because, I don't know, I kind of feel like in this stage, especially with rap music, like everybody's a rapper now. So like, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of like oversaturated at this point to the point where like we're getting like too much of it. You know what I mean? So that means we're like enabling a lot of like whack motherfuckers to start releasing tracks now too. So I mean, I could be whack to a bunch of motherfuckers, but you know what I mean? Just in the grand scheme of things, you know. But I ain't gonna be out here saying, "Oh, no, you can't rap, you can't rap." If you want to rap, you can rap. But yeah, it's nice to see a lot of people are prospering in their rap careers. Because that's one thing. I'll never hate on anybody being successful in the rap game. You know what I mean? Because it's just like that's something I'm trying to do. So it doesn't really make any fucking sense for me. And like, there's a lot of niggas like that in the rap in the scene. You know what I mean? Like there's people who are just like they just want to like keep you down because they got low self-esteem or whatever, and like they don't really believe in themselves. So the only way they think that they can stay on top or can keep succeeding is if fucking they limit everybody else around them. You know what I mean? So it's just like nah. So like when it comes to motherfuckers like that, nah, like fuck them. But overall, it's just like nah, man. Like everybody's doing their own thing. You know, I mean, it's not that I like everybody's music or whatever. You know, and the thing is like I'm so focused on what we're doing. We're trying to finish up our project. We're trying to finish up all these music videos that we're trying to plan and scheme. So it's just like man, I don't really have it in me to be so focused on what everybody else is doing. You know what I mean? So like I kind of just keep to myself and just live under my rock and just like you know I come out from every now and then. So yeah, you know. I am enjoying it. It's nice to see young people doing their thing, and hopefully they can. I just don't like motherfuckers just like dying. Like rest in peace, Pop Smoke. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I listen to the niggas music like that. I really didn't. But it's just sad to see somebody that young. He's only fucking 20 years old too. It's just sad to see somebody get their life taken away over some bullshit probably. So rest in peace to him. I wish nothing but the best for his family and his loved ones. Hopefully they can get through this hard time. So yeah. Next question. Do you think the standard for white rappers has been raised, or do you think there's still some with undeserved hype? I don't know. Like, I never, like, be like, oh, he's good for a white rapper. Oh, she's good for a female rapper. It's just like, nah, if you whack, you whack. If you can rap, you can rap. You know what I mean? I never really pay attention to that. But I feel like people, a lot of white rappers get, like, put in this bubble where it's just like, oh, if you can rap fast, like that's all you need to do. Like you're automatically good. It's like nah. Like just because you rapping fast, I don't mean you good. You can be saying a lot of bullshit, but like you rapping fast, so people can't really understand what you're saying. So it just sounds pleasing. Like cinnamon. You know what I mean? It's just like I don't know. That's just my opinion. Nah, but like I ain't out here being like, oh, this motherfucker white, so I gotta pull out my white calculator, my white rapper calculator, and fucking be like, oh, this nigga's a fucking white 6 out of white 10. Like nah, like I ain't out here doing that. I don't really give a fuck like that. But I don't know. There's plenty of white rappers in Australia. I mean, there's nothing but white people in Australia. So fucking, of course, there's gonna be hella white rappers. So like, niggas ain't worried about that shit. I'm so focused on like once again, I'm so focused on what the fuck I'm trying to do with my life. I don't have time to be like, oh, white rapper this. But I appreciate the question because it's a very thought provoking question, and it could raise some eyebrows with my response. So yeah, thank you. But do you think there's somewhat undeserved hype? No, I feel like there's a lot of rappers in terms of like talent, in my opinion, in terms of how they market themselves, in terms of how they in terms of how they are like lyrically and just skill overall. But I feel like rappers that I've experienced, I feel like they're right where they need to be. Obviously, there's a bunch of motherfuckers where I'm just like, I kind of feel like you're just a novelty. So it's kind of just like, people just get behind it because everybody else is getting behind it. But then, I don't know. I ain't none of my business. I don't really give a fuck anyway. So it is what it is. Next question. You must come across shady people. How do you go about that? You just, man, just like I said before, man, you choose your reaction to how life throws shit at you. You know what I mean? So before I'll just be like, oh yeah, I'm ready to fuck this nigga up. It's about to go down. But now it's just like, man, like fuck these niggas, man. Like at the end of the day, you gotta realize, man, the way people respond to you, like it's either something that they experienced as a child, so like they're just like exhausting that on you because they don't have any healthy coping mechanisms to like deal with shit that they're dealing with on the inside, or you know, like it's just insecurities, man. It's just like, man, like we've all been there. I've been there. You know what I mean? Like, and I ain't gonna make it seem like I'm a fucking healed man. Like, you know what I mean? I got issues I'm trying to deal with too that I'm trying to figure out. You know what I mean? But shady people in the music industry, yeah, man. Like, there's gonna be motherfuckers that like they're gonna look at you all night. They're gonna be like, you know, like the fucking that eye emoji where it's just like they're gonna do that shit all night, and then once they see you in a circle with a bunch of other people that they know, fucking, that's when they're gonna want to talk to you. But me, I'm not that type of nigga. You know what I mean? If I don't like you, I'm not gonna talk to you. Like, I don't do none of this fucking for we gotta show face. I don't do none of that shit. Nah, fuck that. Nah, fuck that. Like, there's just a lot of fake niggas. See, one thing I hate about the music industry is just that like there's not a lot of integrity. Like, niggas just be doing shit for the sake of opportunity. Just like, yeah, you gotta do shit. You gotta do what you gotta do to get ahead, to get where you want to be. But at the same time, just like have some dignity, have some respect for yourself. You know what I mean? Stop fucking with motherfuckers who don't give a fuck about you like that. And once you surround yourself with like-minded people, like, you're gonna get where you need to be regardless. You know what I mean? You just gotta be willing to put in the work. You gotta motherfucking believe in yourself, and you gonna get there. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't fuck everybody just out here be dick munching and shit just to fucking get fucked over by the next motherfucker. It's like, nah. Like, I keep my circle tight. I only stay around motherfuckers that I genuinely love, motherfuckers that I see as family. You know what I mean? I don't do this friendship shit no more. Like, it's just family from now on. Next question: you fuck with Anti-World or SHWB? I don't even know who the fuck Anti-World is. I don't listen to artists that debuted past fucking 2015. I've been listening to like the same like 10 artists since like high school. So I don't even know who that is. I'm guessing SHWB is Sesh Hollow Waterboys. Hell yeah, Sesh Hollow Waterboys all day. Like they like Bones, Xavier Wolf, Chris Travis, and Eddie Baker. You know what I mean? Like, they pioneered a lot of shit, a lot of aesthetics that motherfuckers is using right now, and like it's crazy to see. It's crazy to see. Because I remember like back in high school, like listening to like Xavier Wolf and like Bones and shit. It was just like, man, I hope these motherfuckers blow up, and like, where in the realm of hip hop that they're in right now, it's just crazy to see how many fans they garnered, and like seeing them do like shows across the globe. You know what I mean? Like, it's just beautiful, man. And like, I aspire to get to their position. You know, and I just hope they keep doing bigger and better things, man. Because who doesn't want to see people who don't want to see people that they've looked up to since they were young, you know, to just keep pushing further and further in their career, man. It's shit is just beautiful. So Sesh Hollow Waterboys all day, every day. Yeah, man, those are my niggas, man. I love them. I don't know them personally, but you know, I just love their music, so they inspire me a lot. Next question. The one song you consistently go back to get you hyped / inspires you to make music. Oh, there's so many songs. Like "Lay It Down" by Freddie Gibbs is one of them. "Neck Brace" by City Morgue is one of them. "Nitro Cell" by City Morgue is another one. "Above the Law" by I Don't Know Jeffrey. Who else? RR by Cousin Stiz. "Robot Rapper" by Waka Flocka. "Smoke" by Gucci Mane, hands down one of my favorite songs. That's like the theme song to my life. Like when I'm walking down the street, I just imagine like that shit playing on like some Bose speakers in like heaven or whatever. You know what I mean? Some satellite watching me. Like I feel like it's one of my. I remember "Smoke" by Gucci Mane. I remember the only reason why I fell in love with that song was because I remember my Uncle Derek, shout out DNA Music, go check out his music. He was driving me to one of his football games once, and he was playing this song. He just kept playing it over and over and over again. And then at like that day, I just kept thinking about that song, and I just fell in love with it. I was probably like 13 at the time, 13, 14 at the time. So like, man, I just fell in love with that track, and then it fully bolstered like my love and appreciation for Gucci Mane even more, because like he's been one of my biggest influences since I was really young. And yeah, there's so many tracks. There's way too many tracks for me to name, from Bones, from Chris Travis, from Xavier Wolf, like Space Ghost Perp. Oh man, like there's so many, like Juicy J, Big Bank by Juicy J. If I ain't in a phantom, I'm probably in a tank. Catch me overseas, flock of bitches blowing dank. I'm where you ain't, I'm copping everything that you can't. Get your pockets up. Big bank, take little bank. Big bank, take little bank. Big bank, take little bank. I'm on a spree, fucking bitches. Big bank, take little. A zip and a double cup by Juicy J. Damn, like there's way too many. Chief Keef, like Every Day by Chief Keef. I don't know them. Like those are. I'm not even gonna name the fucking like mainstream hits by Chief Keef because anybody can name them. I'm talking about like real Chief Keef fans know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like Every Day's Halloween. Bang, fucking like. Like fucking yeah, I remember me and my boy Romello on the school bus. We used to be on the school bus high as hell, and we would just bump Chief Keef and fucking Chief Keef and Juicy J the entire bus ride till we got back home. Like, man, that's my nigga, man. I hope you're doing good, Romello. I miss you, bro. I love you. Yeah, this just I like this question because like it's making me want to listen to these tracks right now. So once I go back home, I'm just gonna sit down and listen to all these tracks, light a candle, and just fucking drink some water or some shit. Yeah. Next question. I'm kind of powering through these questions. Next question. What's your perfect Sunday afternoon like? Well, I don't know. It depends on what I'm doing. I could be hanging out with a friend. You know what I mean? My special other. You know what I mean? I could be here making music. There's a multitude of things I could be doing on any given Sunday. I could be watching football. Well, if I'm in America, you know what I mean? I could be watching football. I could be watching basketball. I could be at the gym. I could just be at home just chilling, playing Civilization 6. For anybody who be playing Civilization 6, it's one of my favorite games ever. Like it's a strategy game, so like it's a very slow game, so it could be seen as boring to like other motherfuckers. But if you're kind of like a nerd like me, you would like it. Yeah, I don't know. I just get a kick out of it because like you gotta like strategy. Because like there's 4 different ways you can win in the game. It could be through a religious victory, technology victory, or cultural victory, or a domination victory. So you just completely take over the entire world. And I'm like, fuck that. Like, fuck. Who wants to win through like religion and like technology? Like, I'm trying to fucking conquer the entire world like Alexander the Great or some shit. Like Xerxes. Nah, but yeah. Xerxes. Hey, his girlfriend fucking she said I don't know how the conversation came about, but yeah.
A Snapchat. She's like, you look like Xerxes, but
Yeah, his girlfriend said that he looked like Xerxes, and she spelled it Zerkses. She's all Zerk, nigga. She said Zerk no whiskey, nigga. Xerxes, Xanax. Yeah, so my Sunday afternoon, it could be me. It's fucking Sunday right now, so I could be making videos like this. I could be going for a walk. I could be watching just random shit on YouTube. I like to keep it funky, interesting on a Sunday afternoon. Making dinner or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. It depends on how I'm feeling, where I'm at, who I'm with. Shit, anything can go down. Next question. What is the hardest part about living so far from home? Asking for a friend. Obviously, like, being away from your family. I don't know. I came to Australia for the first time in 2016. And then, like, I was flying back and forth between Sydney and Boston all throughout 2017. And then, like, September 2017, that's when I decided to, live here for good. And then, I've been here ever since. So, so I've been, in Australia for like almost 4 years now, but like officially living here for like 3 years, which is crazy to think about because time is just flying by. Like, I came here for the first time when I was 21. I'm fucking 25 now, so like shit is crazy. Yeah, like just not being just like there's a lot of birthdays I'm missing. My grandparents are getting older, so like I'd like to spend their remaining moments with them as much as I possibly can. But it makes it hard to do that when you're halfway across the fucking globe. So just seeing my mom, seeing my dad, my cousin Jayla. I'm real close to her, so like I'm missing a lot of things. A lot of quality time. A lot of my childhood friends. But thank goodness for technology and the advancement of it. With FaceTime and WhatsApp and Instagram and other sources of social media. So yeah, I just try to keep in contact with my peoples as much as possible. And at the same time, just like man, but not being able to see them all the time, it pushes me because it's just like I know they're already worrying about my well-being, so it's just like why not work as hard as I fucking can to get to where I want to be and be successful. And become one of the greatest to ever do it. What I mean, that's what I'm working every day to do. I'm not trying to do that while stepping on other people, while trying to put everybody else down or like trying to limit other people. It's like, nah, I just mind my business. If I don't like your music, I don't like your music. I mean, I already know people don't like my music. So it's just like it is what it is. But it's just not being able to see people because life is so short. Anything can happen at any time. For instance, like Pop Smoke, Kobe Bryant. Like you never know when you'll see that person that you really love on a day-to-day basis. But also, it's what makes it easier just creating bonds with people that that you're close to. Now, just make the best out of your situation because like I always tell. I tell my dad this all the time. Your fortune is only as good as your attitude. You know what I mean? So before I used to be all angry and sad, just like, oh man, this and that. But now it's just like, you know what? I'm here right now. This is what I signed up for. I'm an immigrant. You know what I mean? I'm an American immigrant living in Australia now. So I gotta make do with what I got. You know what I mean? So when I have kids and grandchildren, I'm like, hey man, you better wake up and get your ass to school, man. My ass came here from fucking America. You know what I mean? I got to deal with all this shit, but with visas and everything, like work issues and shit. So like, there's a lot of tribulations of living in a different country, but it's also creates more experiences that are very memorable, and it opens up opportunities to meet some really cool people that you would have never met otherwise. So that's why I'm happy I got Dom. I have his family, and a bunch of other people that I'm really close to and that I hold dear to my heart. So just got to make the most of it with that. And one day I'll see my family again soon. It's just not going to be next week, but yeah, just got to make the best of what you got, and just stay in high hopes, and yeah, just keep working hard for whatever you're trying to do. Yeah. Who's next up in the Aussie music scene? To be honest, I don't fucking know. I don't pay attention at all. Like, I don't know. I'm not gonna be that corny motherfucker. Like, oh, me. It's me. I'm next up. It's like, man, I'm not even Australian, so I don't even count myself as that shit. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, there's people that I'm just like, oh yeah. They make it like Hoodsy. I fuck with that new track. She made. I watched a video the other day. Yeah, she got a fucking dope track. It's in my real nigga music playlist. I put it in my real nigga music playlist. Fucking what's it called? I just like that line where she was like
Lock off.
nah, it's like her new one.
Yeah. Yeah, she said something about lock off.
No, but that's not. What's the title of the song?
Oh, land.
Yeah, the land. Yeah, everybody listen to the land. That song is fire. I just like the line where she's just like, how you? It's something like, how you get those jeans, bitch? I get it for free, Rack City, bitch.
Yeah, well, this shit's crazy, man. Shout out to Paper Toy, man.
Yeah,
That's fucking good.
yeah. The beat goes in, and I'm just like, man, she's probably like what, like 16, 17, 18? I don't fucking know. I've never met her before, but I hope, I'm interested to see her growth and progression as an artist. You know what I mean? So like.
Shout out Howie. Fool.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So like, shout out to everybody from that movement, whoever's backing her and guiding her. I hope they do right by her. And who else?
Mills.
Who else is putting out music? Fucking who's that nigga that was here the other day? The fucking Yeah, JC. Yeah, he was here. That was the first time I ever met him. But yeah. He made a track with Dom the other day. I'm just like, oh yeah, this dude got a nice voice. You know what I mean? And he has a lot of potential. He has that. He had that fucking that charm about him. So.
He's
Yeah.
19 as well.
Yeah, he's 19 too. There's a lot of young man. I didn't realize how like once you hit your mid 20s, like hearing somebody that's like 19, 20, it's just like damn, like
So much fun. Yeah.
because it just makes me think of like where I was mentally at that age. You know what I mean? Like I was definitely not mentally. I was not an adult. I was still a child. You know what I mean? So like it's crazy to see people finally hunkering like at that age, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And I'm hunkering down like this is what I want to do because I remember when I was like 19, 20 and like going to studios and shit like I had no idea how to like do any of this because I was like still in Boston or I was just this is probably the beginning of when I was coming to Australia and we didn't really have the guidance like that. So it's nice to see all these youngins out here just like getting the right the right guidance from people who hopefully have their best interests in mind and just opening up to all these opportunities. So like that's really cool to see. And I just hope JC and fucking Hoodsy, I hope you guys kill it, So yeah, that as of right now, for people that I've come in contact with their work recently, like those are the two I feel like are next up. Shout out to my boy Oh Boy. He just dropped a track recently. I never cried so much in my life. With various artists, there's too many of them to name, so I'm just gonna say Oh Boy. But yeah, everybody did their thing. Such a beautiful track, very melodic. Yeah, so shout out Oh Boy. Next question. What the fuck did you do to my brain in Sydney the other week? That shit was fucking lit, man. I like how I got everybody saying "mang" now. Like, you don't know how many messages I get on a regular basis. Like, hey, what up, man? What up, man? I'm rocking. Coming straight from the computer. What up, man? But hey, yeah, everybody saying "man," nah, man.
I love y'all let that be here.
Oh yeah, he's talking about this dude's talking about that No One show.
Oh, true.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, man. Like I remember somebody before when I did my first studio talk episode 1. Somebody was like, "Oh man, are you gonna go hard as fuck for the show?" I'm like, "Man, just wait and see. Just wait and see." You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to set the standard for like performing. Like I want to be the greatest performer of all time. I want to be the greatest musician of all time. And like every day I gotta push myself. You know what I mean? I don't get like before I used to be like very like I used to get shy when like either the crowd was too big or the crowd wasn't big enough. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna go out there and kill it. Like I took off my shirt. I threw my shoe at somebody. I was walking on stage with one shoe at one point. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Fucking, I was dry humping the air and shit. It's just like, man, I just let loose, man. I just go crazy. Like, this is how passionate I am about this shit. This is how serious I am about this shit. So like, I got no shame in my game. Like I just love doing this. Like this is therapy for me. So yeah, man. I'm just happy that how I'm performing is like making people have this type of reaction. So it's a beautiful thing. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for coming out. Spending the money to come see me and everybody else perform. Yeah, it's dope. Like it's nice to see. Like a budding scene in Sydney or just in Australia in general. For like local artists and shit. People actually coming out and taking that chance and putting up their own money to come see people perform. So just like, hey, like that's what's up. I appreciate you. I love you. I hope you come to my next show. And everybody else who play like fucking Nerve, Talakai, Shadow, everybody else that perform Scrub. I hope you continue to see, huh? Oh yeah, ECB. Yeah, like everybody. You know what I mean? I hope you can continue to see their shows, listen to their music. Like keep showing love, man, because motherfuckers do appreciate that shit. You need that. An act of kindness can go a long way. It can go a long motherfucking way, man. So like, keep doing it. How are you handling fame? Oh, this is Oli sent me this. Happy birthday to my friend Oliver Kirby, aka Lover. He's a Pisces. He's a motherfucker. He's a Pisces. He's only. Hi. Nah, cause like he asked me this question because I was walking at night and beeped um somebody beeped at me and waved, but I had no idea who it was, so I kind of just went like, "Oh yeah," and then I thought it was Will for a second, and then Will was like, "Oh no, it could have been Ollie because we have similar cars," and I messaged him.
It was.
No, it wasn't even him. So I'm just like, damn, I gotta get to the bottom of this. He's like, you too famous out here in these streets, man. I'm like, shit, man. I can't deal with all this fucking, I can't deal with all this attention, man. Shit, making me blush. Nah, but when he said that, it just reminded me of when we first got like 2,000 plays on the first track we did together. We were just like, damn, man. Like,
That was UFO, man.
yeah, bro. Yeah, like 6 years ago, we dropped our first track together called UFO, and then like it got like 2,000 views or whatever, and then I just felt like Kim Kardashian at that moment. I'm like, damn, I can't be seen in public. I can't. Yeah, for real, man. Like, man, I thought, but I was like 19 at the time, so I thought I was trying to make it. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, man.
No push.
Yeah, for real.
SoundCloud, you know what I mean? Damn.
Yeah, man. So I was just like, damn, man, fuck, I can't go outside no more, man. I gotta walk around with a, yeah, yeah, man. But you know, fame, I ain't famous at all. So like, you know, I be chilling. I be on the bus and train just like everybody else. I be going. I specifically shop at Aldi like most people probably. So like, you know, I ain't famous. Or at least I don't think I am. I hope I'm not. Next question. Yo, what up, Raj Mahal? I like your music. Keep going the way you're headed. My question is the development of your voice. Man, motherfuckers love my voice, man. How did you start out doing vocal warm-ups, just practicing other songs? Nah, like I don't do vocal warm-ups. I don't do none of this other shit I just go in. I just, if we in the studio, I write my shit, he makes the beats, and then I just do what I gotta do. You know, like the way I write it is like I just know how I should perform it. You know what I mean? So like I don't really need to practice. Even before I perform, like I don't do no vocal warm ups. I just have like this switch in my brain where it's just like, oh, a track where I need to like fucking be like, yo, what in the like cake, like this, that, bullshit, smoke. Oh, it's probably gonna be clipping like a motherfucker if I scream. I shouldn't be screaming in the mic like that. But yeah, like I don't know. I guess I'm just like I was fortunate enough to be blessed with a voice like mine. I guess people seem to be fascinated with it. But you know, I don't really do vocal warm ups. You know, I'm kind of just like I don't know how to explain it. I don't practice other songs. You know. Like even when like we do like our live sets, like we come up with the set list like last minute. You know what I mean? Like so I don't know. I don't really be like warming up. I don't know how I just do it, man. I just get in that Mamba mentality and just do what I got to do, and you know. Yeah, especially if like say if we're doing like a world tour or some show, or just like a national tour, or whatever. Like I gotta do like 10 shows in like 6 hours or something like that. Yeah, fucking can't perform like yeah.
That's like fucking Steve Aoki. He had like a show like it was one day, but he had 3 shows in different countries.
Yeah.
Like Europe. I was like, man, that motherfucker's crazy.
Like didn't he do like 380 shows in like a year?
He broke the record. There's a documentary on that shit. I'm like, how?
Yeah.
And he, like the only rest he got was on the way to his next show.
Hell yeah, it's like how much sleep can you actually get on a plane? Especially when you're like, nah, man, he a legend.
Yeah, that's fucking legendary, honestly.
And next question, last question. Then we probably do this shit 34 minutes. When you found your voice, did you ever feel like you would appeal to a certain lane of hip hop, say angry rap, lo-fi or trap? I guess the question is, do you think as an artist you fit into different types of rap because of strengths you have, but can't execute others because of your weaknesses? That's a really good question. When you found your voice, you ever feel like you would appeal to a certain lane of hip hop? I feel like as of now, in terms of like my current situation in Australia, I feel like the music that I want to make, the music or that I'm making, that aren't really like commercially pleasing for like Triple J and all that shit. I don't think I feel like I can only appeal to like a certain lane, but I think as of now, like in Australia, since well, there's only like fucking like 200 people in this country, so like the fan base for rap music ain't is probably not that high. But in comparison to like the states where we have like 350 million people, 40 million people, there's a wider demographic. So like I feel like there'll be more people who'll be susceptible to like liking what I'm making. So like here it's just like people in Australia, people like the gutter rap, like the drill and like Australian grime. Just like I don't make none of that shit. So I kind of just stick to my guns. I know what I'm good at. I know what I'm comfortable with making. I know what I like making. So I'm gonna keep sticking to that. I never really see it as a weakness. It's kind of just like it's just an acquired taste. You know what I mean? It's like eating pussy for the first time. You know what I mean? It's just you got to do it a couple times before you realize you like it. You know? So and I go as do you finish different time? Oh man, wait until we drop this new project. Like we got trust me, like it's gonna be the most. I see myself as a very diverse artist. I have a lot of range in terms of like what I can do. He has crazy range in terms of like what he can do as a producer, and like we're gonna showcase that this year. We're gonna showcase that this year heavy. Strengths. I just feel like I don't know. Since I went to college for journalism and English, like I feel like I can write about anything. So like when it comes to like writing songs, hooks, like when it comes to hooks, I feel like I'm the best at hooks, or really good at hooks. I hope I'm not sounding too pompous. Yeah, man. Like I feel like I have a lot of strengths and weaknesses. I don't know. I feel like my only weakness right now.
Nah, cause you get melodies like a motherfucker when you drunk, man. That shit.
Oh yeah, man. Like yeah, when I'm drunk, man, I can sing like a motherfucker, man.
Fucking Tom was showing me all your R&B jams.
Oh yeah, yes,
Word.
yeah, man.
You got some haters on that.
Yeah, man. When I'm drunk, man, I'm feeling sensual, man. Like it's a rap, man. Y'all lucky. I ain't making pop music. You know what I mean? Yeah. I could sing a little bit too. But I gotta see. That's when I gotta warm up my vocals. My vocal cords, my larynx. Gotta step my. Yeah, man. There's things that I can get better at. Hell yeah, but I don't really think I have any weaknesses.
Probably just like performing, like actually just like working on our fucking.
Yeah, definitely.
Control and shit.
Yeah, definitely like performing. I just want to work on like my cardio. That's why I just been doing like I've just been playing like a lot of basketball, running on the treadmill for like an hour, doing like Muay Thai and like boxing and shit like that. So yeah, just working on like my lungs in live settings and just engagement with like fans or whatever. I've been trying really hard to do to work on that and just like marketing myself. So like as an artist, I feel like my weaknesses is things outside of the studio. Cause before when I was younger, like I kind of had this arrogance to me where I was just like, man, I'm good enough, so people are gonna come to me. It was like, nah, man, like the game ain't like that. You know what I mean? The game ain't like that anymore, I guess. So or at all. So like me and Dom, like we're always just sitting here trying to figure out how can we, figure out a game plan that we can execute and get more engaged with people who fuck with us, people who are giving us the chance, giving us the time of day. So like, and we realized that was a weakness, and we had to stop being. Well, I'm gonna say me personally, I had to stop being stubborn about it because people have been telling me this for a while, and I finally gave into it because I realized, you know what, like I'm the problem here. Yeah. So I feel like I don't even. I hope I answer your question. Nah, I feel like I can appeal to anybody because there's certain types of tracks. Because we have like tracks like What You Need. We got Demonstration. We got All Aboard. And then even with our new project, we got so many tracks where it's just like, man, like if you like any type of music, you gonna like our new music that's gonna be coming out. You gonna like our new album that's gonna be coming out.
Fuck with Flume.
Yeah, exactly. If you fuck with Flume, if you fuck with fucking Whoopi Goldberg and fucking Sister Act, you know what I mean? You fuck with fucking yeah. You fuck with what yeah. Yeah, man. You fuck. Well, who's the nigga that sing yeah. Vitas. Yeah, if you fuck. Hey, man, we got music for everybody. You know what I mean? Even man, I'm just very. I'm happy you asked me this question because it like yeah it like sparks something. You know what I mean? It's just it motivated me to be like, you know what?
It's there, man.
Yeah.
It's there, so be very ready.
Yeah, just be very ready, and like even now, like moving forward, like hey, we're gonna diversify that palette, and we gonna be coming at you niggas harder. But yeah, that's the last question. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope I didn't bore you guys to death. Hope y'all have a blessed day. Take care of yourselves. Kiss your mommy, kiss your daddy, kiss your siblings. Yeah, and go Celtics. Yeah. Hit the stop?